I'm coming. You're coming. We're all coming. It's HomieVulgaris.
Hello and welcome.
Hi.
It's just the two of us for now.
I am making a
Um,
meme of Hayao Miyazaki, except instead of anime was a mistake, it says child labor laws were a mistake.
when I was your age, people were helping former World War One fighter pilots fix up their planes to hunt ocean pirates in the Mediterranean.
This is a story of a girl who's listless and full of ennui, and then she gets a fucking job in a bathhouse and makes it better.
This is a story of a little girl who's like, oh, I'm 13 or 14 years old and woe is me, for I will never live my life. And then she gets turned into a 7-year-old maid and has to go clean this crazy guy's castle.
And it's good for her.
Good
What,
for
you're
her,
16,
yeah.
You're gaming. It's time to go to
Taught
war
her a
like
lesson,
Princess
built
Mononoke.
character.
the more this voice has been, because we've been doing this
Hayao
bit for like
Miyazaki.
10 minutes. We've been doing this Hayao Miyazaki bit for like 10 minutes before we actually hit the record button. The more I do it, the more I'm actually just kind of thinking of like J. Jonah Jameson, like
Bring me pictures of children working.
Bring me pictures of children with their little hands getting into tight spaces.
Miyazaki-san. Hi, Nani Gaski, child labor. We love you, Miyazaki, but
we love you.
we love you,
Miyazaki.
you horrible old man.
You horrible, depressed old man. Anyway, welcome to HomieVulgaris. This is episode of the new season. I'd already forgotten. I missed
100 episodes spectacular.
it. Marcos could not make it today because he
Dig
has
holes and then fill them back in.
yes, he is moving dirt from one side of the yard to the other right now, and he says this is very important. He said his brother picked this big pile of dirt up, and he said if he doesn't move it off over to the other side of the yard because his brother gave up, then the pile of dirt's just gonna sit there, and the pile of dirt needs to move 10 feet or whatever.
He'll die because he's not listening to his blood.
Yeah. Anyway,
We're not cranky at all.
we're not cranky. We're not mad. I'm definitely not invoicing his brother for like $60 or anything like
Nobody's
that,
like-
and putting it to the show.
Nobody's sitting around like, I wonder how many active warrants his brother has.
No, nobody's sitting around wondering these kinds of things. No, it's a beautiful, bright day here in North Carolina. The wind is blowing. It's beautiful outside.
It's a beautiful, bright day here in Missoula, Montana. As well.
Hell yes.
Hi, folks. I have lesions on my vocal cords, so my
Breaking news.
My signature gravelly tones might not be of my own. Might not be my natural state. So in the coming weeks, the show might sound different. I might become smooth and silky smooth all of a sudden.
Ooh. Well,
It's really going to affect my ability to do a Tom Waits impression.
you tell the doctor, like, no, I can't stop smoking. I can't use these antacids. I have to be able to do Tom Waits impressions.
On downtown train.
All I can say is you better get them in now while you can, I guess, and get a whole bunch of them stockpiled and recorded, and
What was that? There's a great tweet about it.
keep 'em for later.
Tom Waits.
my giant mug of coffee.
See if I can find this meme.
Delicious. Yeah, I love finding memes on the air. It's probably one of my favorite things to do, is just kind of like sit
look
around in
I mean, I
silence while I wait for my friend to get off his fucking phone.
I need to make a disclaimer because I've been getting a lot of shit about this. Look, I have never seen Sydney Sweeney in any of her work.
I've never seen Cindy Sweeney. As far as I'm concerned, she's not real.
All I know her from is the Google image search page for Sydney Sweeney boobs or Sydney Sweeney nude.
Did I say Cindy Sweeney?
Cindy.
My bad.
All I know about Sydney Sweeney Todd is that she's got great jugs, but stop sending me Sydney Sweeney memes and stuff. I appreciate the people are reaching out to me for once, but I don't know her. I don't know her life. I just know her big old cans. Sydney Sweeney, come on the show.
Sydney Sweeney, come on the show.
Nude.
It's I don't know what was we were talking about TVs and shit. Oh yeah, we were watching. You were talking about how your partner was watching a movie on her phone, and I
Spirited
got to
Away.
thinking, and I cannot think of the last time that I've watched a movie on my phone just because there's a 65-inch TV in the other room. Like, why would you watch something on your phone
I think the
if you're
last
in your
movie,
house? You
yeah,
know?
I think the last movie I watched on my phone was Sorry to Bother You.
Hmm.
And the fact
Maybe
it
we
was on
watched
my
that on the
phone,
TV too.
the fact it was on my phone, I have contributed to my liking it more the first time. I was unable to see its flaws, namely in how it really preachy fucking movie.
Yeah, I thought it was funny though.
It's cute. It's funny. It is a movie that gets worse every time you watch it, in my opinion.
The naked horse guys with the big cocks was pretty funny.
I like all that. I just
Yeah.
didn't like the parts where they basically turned to the cameras like, so here's the history of labor organizing and why it's important. It's like, I get it, Professor Boots, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, like not everybody is as woke to the teachings of young Carl as we are.
yeah. I found a leftist intellectual I actually like, who I think's not.
Wow.
Yeah, Catherine Liu,
I haven't heard of them, so I'm gonna write that name down.
Liu, not Lew. She's Chinese, not a guy
Hell
named
yeah.
Lewis.
Let's see. What are we titling this
I'm just
document?
bringing it. I'm just gonna bring it up and drop it because I don't really feel like getting into it. She's just pretty based. She's spitting hard truths.
Titling that
She got a
document
book
leftist
called
intellectual Shogs actually likes. What's her
yeah,
book?
she got a book called Virtue Hoarders: The Rise of the PMC Class.
Okay.
I got.
That sounds kind of up my alley. It sounds like it aligns with things that I'm upset about.
She's actually a good writer too, which is really
Oh,
rare for.
good. That's like actually really rare.
Yeah, for an intellectual who can actually write.
Yeah. like for most of us when it comes to like writing papers, it's like the cleverness and writing ability really just goes about as far as the title and then the colon and then whatever other clever thing you've called the paper, and then everything underneath that is like a significantly reduced level of creativity.
The colon is usually where the drop off happens because it's like,
It is,
oh,
it
I
is.
want a second clever title because I
It
can't
is.
decide.
It is because the clever title is like always like two words, and like Virtue Hoarders is such a good title, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't need to be expounded upon personally. I think it should just be called Virtue Hoarders. Adding the something deep dive into the PMC class like kind of lowers its je ne sais quoi, if you
Yeah.
will.
Like I got this
The
James Baldwin
juice.
book right here, The Fire Next Time, and it wouldn't probably be as good if it was The Fire Next Time, colon, an angry black man writes some stuff about how things ain't great.
Hmm.
Good book so far.
Yeah, that's good. I like reading.
I like
Reading
too.
been getting back into science fiction lately. Finally
Oh
reading
yeah.
all these fucking Isaac Asimov and Le Guin books that I'm always like, these are really good foundational parts of science fiction writing, and now I'm actually reading them.
Not if it was Isaac Asimov.
Yeah.
He was
What if it was Isaac?
Alright, Bob.
I suck his ass off.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, his ass. Take that, Isaac Asimov.
Ursula Le Guin, more
What if
like
he was,
Ursuck
what if his,
I don't know.
what if his Arthur, instead of Arthur C. Clarke, it was Arthur Penis Cuck.
Yeah, there we
Got
go.
him. What
Philip
if,
K.
what if it
Dick?
was Orson Scott Fart?
Philip K. Dick? What about
You don't
Philip
need to
K.
do-
Penis?
Oh, he's not coming back from that one.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Also, I think he's dead.
I don't think all these guys are, but that's what makes them so great. They're dead.
Yeah.
That's how you achieve greatness.
Honest to God, the if I ever find out that one of these guys ends up being alive, I get mad because like I feel like if the ones that typically stay alive end up having like horrible views, and I think that's probably just the case about all of them. But they died before I could know what their views are, and therefore now they can't tell me. right? But like the guy, who's that fucking like fantasy science fiction author recently that was like women belong in the kitchen or something like that.
I don't know. It's Shad from Shadiversity.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe I don't know. A lot of them are Mormon. So I just like, all right, well that's fine. That's just Mormon, just Mormon stuff.
Oh, like the Twilight writer lady. Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
Or Brandon Sanderson, I think he's Mormon.
That sounds like a Mormon name.
Orson Scott Card, Mormon.
Yeah.
Those are the good ones. Then you got the talented ones. I mean, Orson Scott Card, not a great guy, but Ender's Game is really good.
Yeah.
So I'll let it
That's
slide.
another one I need to read.
Great book. I like the sequel better, but I need to go back. I was thinking about going back and rereading the first two Ender books because he's kind of a drop off after Speaker for the Dead. And he gets in weird Mormon metaphysics.
Yeah.
The last two, as I recall. I never read the books about being either, but oh well.
Shit, what was the other thing I read recently? I actually haven't been doing as much reading as I thought I had now that I'm thinking about it. I've been playing a shit ton of fucking... There's like a Hades-like game on the Switch that's about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that has couch co-op, and it's really fun. I've been playing it with Abby. I think it's called Splintered Fate.
Yeah, they seem to be... Ninja Turtles games are back.
Yeah, they're actually... They're back. Like...
Yeah, somebody's like, you know what? There aren't enough classic beat-em-ups. You know who made... We did some really good beat-em-ups with fucking Ninja Turtles.
And you know... I love beat 'em ups. What can I say? There's the feeling of playing a game with your friends on the couch with controllers and a big ass TV, or I guess it was a little ass TV when we were growing up. It was like a fucking little 10-inch CRT or something like that. But like now it's a big ass like 65-inch TV. Like, you know, we can all sit on this big couch and drink or something. That feeling's never going away, man. I'm always gonna like doing that. That's like the whole advent of like streaming and all of that. I think was like it was like kind of like a clarion call for wanting to get those times back. I think, and then I just remembered that I could just go do that in my house because I have a TV and a video game system and friends. I can actually just invite friends to my house. Which is an activity I recommend, by the way. If you guys have friends and you have a house, I recommend inviting your friends to your house and hanging out.
It's pretty based.
It's pretty fucking cool. We watched Riverdale with our buddy Terry. What was that? It's past Wednesday or Thursday night or something. It was great.
Yo, we're pretty
fantastic,
based, and we're your friends. You should invite us, the HomieVulgaris,
you should
to your house.
You should,
and we'll eat your food, and we'll drink your beer, and we'll smoke your weed, and we'll leave before you wake up and take some of your food with us.
Yeah, that way you don't have to worry about cleaning up the leftovers as much. We'll put some of the dishes away.
Yeah, we'll do dishes. I'll do the dishes.
I'm a good guest. I'll clean up after myself. I'll clean up after others.
And any roaches that are in the ashtray. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sneak into your bedroom, kiss your wife on the forehead.
sneak in your parents' bedroom, kiss your mom on the forehead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And your dad.
And
kiss
your dad.
Mom on the forehead, kiss your dad on the lips. You're my dad now.
God, I really like the rebrand. It's brought an old energy back that's got me feeling giddy about podcasting again. It's nice.
It's changed the power dynamics.
It has.
We're in charge now.
It's our show now. Yeah, that thing that Marcos was scared about of being like, oh yeah, no, you guys are just taking over the show. Yeah, not really. We are, but we're not actually. It's more of like listen. Marcos has always been the Shadow CEO. He says he's always wanted to be the Shadow CEO, and now he is, I guess, more or less officially the Shadow CEO. But he's still the most popular person on this podcast by a long shot.
Great, wonderful, fucking fantastic. So happy. Marcos is the popular one. It's okay. All the smart people know Shoggoth is where it's at.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All my shoggy heads.
I feel like you're roasting our buddy a little hard here, man. We did that in the beginning of the show.
No,
we did a little light roasting.
No, that's not roasting. That's just jealousy.
Okay, that's excusable. I feel like. That,
That's just
see,
my
if somebody's
ego sliding.
jealous or like envious of me at some point, I feel kind of proud about that to some
Yeah.
extent. It's like it's a positive feeling for me. Other people's jealousy directed at me.
You mean I'm better than
It's a
you?
compliment. It's
Oh,
complimentary.
I
There it
never
is.
knew.
Yeah. Well.
I always knew. No, Marco's great. He's just got to dig a hole and fill the dirt back in, so he can't be here today. And
Yeah.
we came with no topics. We're old pros.
Yeah, we are old pros. Look at us. We've been going for like 15 minutes, and I bet y'all haven't got bored yet. So,
Give it time.
yeah, give it time. Give it time. I don't know. I kind of had like some loose things that I wanted to talk about, but they hadn't really gelled together. Because I was working on another fucking achievement for Europa Universalis. Oh, that's what it was. Not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here. What is it, like next week? Because we will be at the beach. Going to the beach. It's nice. It's beautiful. It's supposed to be like 85 degrees and sunny all 4 days that we're gonna be there at Oak Island.
That sounds
Fantastic.
lovely.
So excited.
I'm excited to get down the lake here soon. We got a bunch of lakes around here, and
Yeah, man,
oh,
I
they're
miss the
so
lake.
good.
I miss the lake back home. It was a shitty lake. It was always brown and dirty and gross, but I still miss it.
We have big, beautiful blue lakes. They got these scenic mountain backdrops.
Yeah. Brag about your natural lake features so they're
I
not
love
just like the
Montana.
river dam lakes. I know how it is. Since you're living in God's country, I understand.
But not the Christian God, the old gods. Of
Yeah, the old
America.
god, the OG guy, the one that actually made all of that
The
stuff.
old gods of
Yeah.
America, the pre-settler gods, they still live here.
Yeah.
They've been driven out of most places. Some of them live in New England, but they don't walk the hills. They kind of creep. around
Yeah, they
there.
creep in the forests.
They're kind of the weird ones out there. We
Yeah.
got the wholesome ones.
Very
But also
respectable,
Skinwalker.
though, I think. I think
Well, we also-
still the New England gods. Very respectable.
Yeah, they're fine. But we still got like Wendigos and Skinwalkers out here, so
Yeah, tight. I haven't seen one of those. I heard them howling in the mountains back home, but no, I
if
haven't
you see a
seen one.
Skinwalker, you won't get to tell anybody about it probably.
Well, no, see, they were my friends, right? Because I'm just nice, and so they never bothered me.
Oh, let's see here. What's going on in the world? I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, she's nice.
I am nice. I'm a nice person. Maybe I'm a little haughty and conceited sometimes. Maybe I'm a little full of myself, you know. But I'm a nice person. I do good things. Help people out.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know.
I don't want people to find out I'm nice.
Oh shit. Anyway, you know this is a public feed podcast, right? You know, they're gonna
Yeah, I
find
know.
out if you say that.
That's fine.
Yeah. Don't.
It's a trick. It's a little. See, I'm like I actually do want people to know this is showbiz, baby. This is like 4D chess reverse psychology.
Yeah.
I'm manipulating our audience. You see.
Oh,
Emotionally.
okay. Speaking of
Gaslighting
manipulating
them.
our audience, patreon.com/the Homie Collective.
We're so poor.
We're so broke. Thank you for the two of you that like upgraded to the $10 tier this last week, by the way. It made me real happy to get those emails.
I'm so poor.
Like, see, I saw one of them was like a long time, like $1 listener, and upgraded, so they'll be on the list this week.
I can no longer afford to smoke 20 cigars a day.
Ah, man.
I had to switch to cigarettes.
Have to give up the finer things in life. I guess soon you won't be smoking anything, though, huh? With the lesions?
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I should be fine afterwards.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, once it's gone, I'll be okay.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Yeah, all right.
I gotta take these steroids, and then if that doesn't work, I can like shove a thing because they put a contraption up my nose while like back down my throat,
Uh-huh.
and then they ask you to swallow, which then it becomes like
Yeah.
and but they can like get a little laser in there and like pew, 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 pew,
Oh,
pew,
shit.
pew, 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 it away. But they want to try other things first.
Yeah. That sounds like it might, if they shoot the wrong thing, maybe,
Yeah,
it would be bad.
I'm worried. My doctor doesn't seem like a gamer. I don't know how good her aim is.
He doesn't have the fine motor skills of somebody who's been using joystick. She doesn't have, my mistake. She, I'm so
I
sorry
know
for
it's
assuming a
crazy, and
gender.
it's not very well. I know it's not very common,
She,
but some women actually can be doctors.
and well, in that case, she might be a gamer if she's a doctor.
She didn't have gamer vibes, I could tell.
Ah, she's probably a casual gamer. She's a
Yeah, she might
Farmville
be.
gamer.
Yeah, she might be like an Animal Crossing gamer,
Yeah,
but
that's.
she's not out there fragging noobs
Mm-mm.
and blasting fools.
Yep. Mm.
So I hope that she can. I hope she can one shot this thing if she has to get. I think they have a different doctor who probably is a gamer who operates the
Yeah.
laser.
Yeah. Or a former drone operator or something, probably.
I'd
Which
rather have a
is another
gamer.
type of gaming, but
They're
evil, I
gamers.
guess.
I mean, all gaming's evil.
Well, not if you're doing it and you're having fun with your wife.
No,
That's
it's
good
still
and
evil.
wholesome. No, it's
Still evil.
no.
It's good wholesome evil, but
It's good. It's good wholesome evil. Good wholesome evil.
I've been playing the same games I was playing last week when I talked about playing video games. So,
I wasn't here last week. What games were you playing?
just Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, I've been playing Survivor.
We want to get to Survivor because I understand its gameplay's a little better. And I'm like, this is kind of like baby's first Dark Soul.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of fun. I felt like the main character was kind of a void of personality that just kind of sucked all the personalities out of the people next to him.
I don't get it because I like him. He's just a nice kid.
He just seems like, so like, I guess my thing with it is like he doesn't like his eyes don't move. You know what I mean? Like his eyes and his like eyebrows don't move when he's talking and like emoting, right? Because like normally when you're like well, I mean, like when you're having a conversation like I am right now, right? Like look at like you can see like all the things that like my face is doing, right? Like sometimes my eyes get a little wider, sometimes, you know, to re-rail in my thoughts, you know, I'm like kind of pop my eyebrows up a little bit, you know. He doesn't react at all. He's just reactionless.
Well, that's the animator's fault. He's well written. He's well acted.
I think he's pretty well written. He's well acted. It's just like the once you put all the pieces of the picture together, it's just kind of uncanny. I guess.
I mean, I spend most time looking at the back of his head, anyways.
Well, that's why I put him in like this big, like full ass, like cloak and everything. This is making him look like a rough, like outdoorsy hunter type. And gave him like a big top knot and a big beard, so that way I could pretend like he was some kind of Ronin samurai.
That's why I want to get the sequel too, because I can change my poncho, which is fun, but like I can do a lot more dress up in the second one. It's like,
oh yeah, there's a lot of it. There's all manner of horrible facial hair too. I'm talking we got full goatees, we got half goatees that just have the chin. We got the extended mustache goes all the way down to here. I'm pretty sure there's mutton chops in there somewhere. There's a soul patch you can get. It's just a little orange red triangle right there underneath his lip. It's horrible. It's so bad. You can get a mullet. It looks terrible.
Awesome.
There's so many fantastic options for making this guy look like shit.
I'm excited to get to it. Like this first game is good, but I know they're going to develop the mechanics, improve.
Yeah.
The second one, the load times are bullshit. But...
Yeah. What I will say though is and I won't spoil it or anything because you haven't played it yet, but the ending was very anticlimactic. I think in every sense of the word, it was a very anticlimactic ending. It just kind of like showed up, and you were like, it was like, ah, well, that's it. The game's over. Roll credits, and you're like, oh, okay. I thought this was leading up to something. All right.
I'm really enjoying the goth mommy Inquisitor in the first one, though. I'm like, well, Star Wars waifu.
She is so fucking cool, dude. The fact that she can teleport and you can't makes me want to just ignore everything that Cal has going on and just play as her.
Not her, not the Night Sister.
Oh, not the witch? Okay.
No,
because the witch is cool as hell.
Yeah, she's great, but the Imperial, the one that's it's in the first game, I think.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. I didn't play that one.
I think for plot-related reasons, she doesn't appear in the second one, but Hi, Ruben.
Hi, Ruben.
Ruben's here now, everybody.
Yo, what up? Sorry.
Welcome to the show.
Now the entertainment
Thank you.
begins.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry I was late. I was confused about times and our schedules moved around. And
Oh, it's okay. Show so far has been like, when you get the mustard out, and if you don't shake it, you got that little bit of mustard water that comes out first. We've been
Yeah,
doing
the mustard pre-cum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Listening with mustard pre-cum.
Do you leave the pre-cum on the bread, or do you like wipe it off?
No. I leave it on. And when
I
that
leave it on
happens,
too.
but
Yeah.
It's been a very long time since I've not shaken the mustard bottle.
You know when like.
Which is a euphemism.
You know when you make soup, like you can make soup from scratch, or you can use bouillon. Like that's how I feel about the mustard pre-cum.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in anyways.
Bouillon, so I'm kind of in the middle.
I just put it on sandwiches, I have a whole habit, so I have I'm kind of OCD, so I have my rituals for doing everything. I don't think I've not shaken a mustard container since I was, I think, probably 10.
I think the ketchup that they use in the little Chick-fil-A little pack, I think it's different than the regular Heinz. It's got every consistency.
Have you guys tried the pickle ketchup?
No, where's
The
that?
ketchup,
The ketchup.
the
there is
keckles.
there is a Heinz pickle ketchup though. They're selling the small bottles of it, and it's
Damn.
so fucking good on everything, on eggs, on fucking French fries.
I bet you could probably just blend up some ketchup with some pickles and get that too.
Nah.
I might try that. 'Cause I got
If you
pickles.
did that with relish, it's already chopped up.
Shit. Damn, that would be good too. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Hold on a second. I gotta run down the street to the food line and get a 32 pack of hot dogs. I got some experimenting to do in the kitchen, everybody. I'll be back next time.
Could you have me a bottle of wine while you're down there? Thanks.
Yeah, sure. I'll get you. I think they
The
got pretty good
expensive
ones for
stuff.
$8.
No, give me the expensive one.
Okay, the expensive one that cost $15. Got it.
Yeah.
I don't think Food Line sells any wine that's over $15, man.
I mean, at least they aren't trying to pretend they're honest. They put it right in the name, Food Lion.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
You know what kind of animal you should never trust?
A beaver.
A cheetah.
Fuck you, bro. Nah.
You gotta say it like Lois from Family Guy. That
I
makes
still
sense.
think the answer should be beaver.
You should trust beavers. Beavers are a noble animal.
No, because you tell them not to eat the tree. You tell them not to knock all the trees down.
But
and
they
that
never say
you need the trees.
They're like the
But they're not
opposite of
gonna
the Lorax.
Yeah,
They look like the
they
Lorax.
really are. They just I've walked in areas that have been recently deforested by beavers, and it's just it looks like a fucking punji pit or something
Yeah,
above
it's
the
great.
ground. It's
You know
just
what?
a bunch of sharpened
Those
stakes.
trees will lead. Their sacrifice leads to even more trees popping up in their place because beavers are terraformers, and they never tell you. They don't lie to you. They're like, "Yeah, I'll stop chewing down the trees." They're like, "No, I'm gonna fucking do it."
Yeah, I'll fucking do it again.
I'll try to stop as soon as I hear running water. You know how I get.
God, beaver dams are so cool though.
They
It is
are.
crazy.
I
Getting to
beavers-
see one up close was nuts. It changes the whole shape of the water and everything. They could just turn they could straight up turn a creek into a swamp.
They can turn a
If they wanted
desert
to.
bloom.
What?
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm just thinking right now is the thought of a beaver just standing there God, I hate all these fucking trees.
And I'm hungry. Wait, I can combine
Why are
these
there
things.
so many? What the
Wait, do
fuck?
beavers actually eat the trees?
Yeah, they
they straight up.
they eat the inside
bark?
the under the bark,
Oh,
Fiber.
the greenwood, the stuff that's new. Okay.
well, no, but the fibers inside the trees, they get through the bark, but yeah, no, they got
Yeah.
they got it set up. They eat them, they
Yeah.
dam them, And they have an oily secretion that comes out from an area near their anus that they rub on themselves in order to waterproof themselves. And beavers are community oriented. They will let other creatures, like during the winter, they will let other creatures stay in their dam and share food with them.
So when beavers do it, it's oily secretion, but when I do it, it's fucking gross.
Why do you need to waterproof yourself, man?
Don't worry about it.
You got skin. That's a natural waterproofing.
What
are you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, but we like humans have like just skin, you know?
It's like their hair grows out directly out of their. That'd be horrible. Can you imagine an animal that has hair but no skin?
No, I can't. And I don't want to anymore. I'm really upset that you brought that up. Actually, that's really bad.
Can you imagine
man.
having a hairy liver?
No. A hairy liver?
I can only
Yeah,
imagine
what if your
really
organs grew
bad
hair?
CGI in my head is the only
I
way
guess-
can see that.
I guess it would kind of look like I saw a video of like a little crab that looked like it was like had a bunch of hair on it, and then just when it was put back in the water, it just started floating and swaying around. So I guess it would be kind of like what the hair on your liver would do is it would just kind of sway around in there in your body.
Yeah, kind of
Probably be really
liquid.
ticklish actually. I think I'd not like that just because it'd be so ticklish.
Now, off about that's just one organ. Think about all your organs having hair. What if your hair was inside your body, and you just had
The idea, I'm gonna say something that may be a little TMI. The idea of hair being on my balls, like in the inside, underneath the scrotum, horrifying thought. Don't ever say hair on organs again, or I'll have to think about that again. Don't ever do that. That was bad. I hated that. How itchy? They'd be perpetually itchy. Like one of the worst
couldn't
feelings
scratch
is like
because you
itchy
did-
balls, and you can't just scratch your fucking balls because you're gonna scratch the skin off your balls, and then
Well,
you're
you
just gonna
wouldn't
have two like hanging hairy balls.
But also, what if you didn't even
Scrotum
have
free.
skin? You couldn't even scratch because you'd just be touching directly raw exposed muscles and nerves. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Wouldn't it be horrible if everything was bad?
it would. Yeah, it would.
Everything's not bad.
Hey, you ever think about how bad it would be if everything was bad? Just how awful that would be. Oh shit! Imagine if it was like really just stupid hot outside all the time, and you got sunburned every time you walked out. Wouldn't that suck? Damn.
Except when it was cold and it was freezing. If you step outside, turn like a cartoon character in a big block of ice, like
Yeah.
funny pose.
Yeah. Anyway, what you been up to, Ruben?
I just finished
What'd you make for breakfast?
just like a bunch of waffles and
Oh hell yeah, man! From scratch.
no, they're from Frozen.
Nice. For Frozen. No.
Who wants to fucking deal with waffle irons are cool, but who wants to deal with them?
But
Me, I will deal with a waffle iron because it gives you a better waffle than Frozen.
Yeah, but you gotta clean it up every.
That's
time.
fine. That's the price. That's the price I choose to pay for. If I want a really good fucking waffle, that is the price I will pay.
Yeah, but everybody knows that a waffle iron. They're just sitting in there gathering dust because everybody thought the same thing. But then they got the waffle iron. They're like, I don't really feel like, because now I'm full of waffles, and I'm like, oh, waffle. I don't feel like fucking cleaning that thing out. I want to take a nap or watch TV or something.
Honestly, I think the main reason I don't use the waffle iron in my house is for the same reason I don't use like any other breakfast related items, and it's because I just usually don't eat breakfast. But I use the hell out of my pots and pans. If I'm cooking like a whole bunch of noodles and a good stir fry, I've dirtied up like 4 or 5 pots and pans just over the course of making all the sauces and reductions and everything. In the morning it's my favorite type of bowl or my favorite type of spoon is dirty, so I will die.
I also made eggs.
Wow.
Yeah, with cheese.
Just hearing that after the 10-second silence, man. I also made eggs. What kind of eggs do you make, man?
just fucking scrambled eggs with cheese, and then
Hell yeah.
we made like a blueberry compote, and then we made a like cherry
Ooh.
compote to put on the waffles.
Ooh.
Compote? What's that?
Nice.
Like fruit berry reduction.
Oh wow.
That was like the
Like a
practice
syrup?
today, because I make compote at work sometimes. We have to make compote. and
That's
we
cool
make,
as hell.
We've been doing ube tres leches cake
Mm-hmm.
every once in a while, and then we put like strawberry compote on top with mint, and it's like so fucking
Ooh, fuck, dude. I'm so mad you live 3,000 miles away, man. I'd love to just like stop in your house for breakfast sometimes.
good. Oh,
Just
that
show
could
up
work,
at like
but-
9 in the morning on a Sunday and be like, yo, I'm hungry.
A lot of the homies, her and her girlfriend are moving across. We're moving across country. They stayed here on Monday, and I fixed them a big old steak dinner with
Ooh,
mashed potatoes and roasted Brussels sprouts. My roasted Brussels sprouts.
classic.
Nice.
Classic American dinner.
Yep, goddamn right.
Yeah, almost weekly. We've been like having once a month. We'll have like on the first Saturday we'll have a big breakfast like as a family, and then
That's nice.
my girlfriend and I have been basically like just taking the day off on Sunday and then like meal prepping on Mondays, and we've been making some
Cool.
pretty fun stuff.
Is like Monday your other like day of your weekend?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's good. That's kind of what me and Abby do. Is we take because her weekend is Thursday and Friday. Excuse me. So we usually just take Thursday and we just fucking chill and hang out.
Mhm.
And then Friday we like actually like we'll clean the house and do like chores and
Yeah.
projects and all that.
Yeah. Sunday's like chill, last chance to drink if you were gonna drink.
Yeah.
Monday's like,
Yeah.
See, that's Saturday for me. 'Cause I don't like being hungover on Mondays.
but even then, like sometimes I'll just swap out. Like I'll just play video games all day on Saturday, like nonstop. Like I've just been addicted to Oblivion and Ark right now, and I'm just like,
Oh my god, man! I'm still so. I'm
brain-
like
just turn the
I'm
brain
part
off,
of me
you
is
know?
part of me is jealous that I don't have like Oblivion yet, but also like I have actually been locking in on like Europa Universalis achievements. I'm at like 58%. I think I have 150 left to go. And it's just a bunch of bullshit. It's like play the game in this bullshit way, and I'm like, okay, cool, got it. So I have to do all the things that Prussia did, but not as Prussia. So it's gotta be stupid hard. Got it. Cool. Thanks. Some of the achievements are straight up like get all of your tech levels as this country to 32, and it's like that's the last tech level in the game that you can buy. It's like literally just like play a whole game as these guys, like, and it takes for fucking ever.
damn.
And then there's like an occasional one where I get to be like what was the one I did recently? It was I think it was called Fugger Banking. I had to start as a one province minor nation next to Austria called Augsburg. Hold no more than 20 provinces and subsidize 3 of the great powers of the world 20% of their monthly income or more. And so I managed to do that by basically tricking my economy into thinking I was making a shit ton of money every month and then just giving out subsidies. And I think I did it in like 2 years in game time. I was setting myself up to like do this big run where I was like conquering half of Europe, and I was like, oh wait, I can actually just like the great powers are super weak right now. I could just lie about my finances. Anyway, I've been playing that, and then me and Abby have been playing like the new. I was talking about this with Shogs a few minutes ago. The new. I don't know if it's new, but it was on sale on the Nintendo like shop a week ago, I want to say, for like half off. It's like a Hades like roguelike called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, and it's got couch co-op. So it's like really fun and good,
Okay.
and we've just been sitting on the couch like every night and playing a couple games of that, and it's been great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Shogs?
Oh, well, I've been playing Star Wars and still on Sonic Unleashed. I can barely get into Eggman Land. This level is hard. This game is the hardest 3D Sonic game by a good mile. And I like that about it. And
Unleashed. Did you play Frontiers?
Yeah.
What?
I like Frontiers. Frontiers is a mess of a game. It's held together by paper clips and bubble gum. It's got a lot of good stuff, but like, oh my god, they did not have time to really make everything gel.
Yeah.
But when you get to like one of the boss fights, you go super, and the screamo core kicks in. It's like, yes, this is, as the children say, peak. And I like Frontiers a lot. It's just it's a little underbaked.
I also got this poster for $1.
Ivy is showing us a poster of a bunch of different cactuses.
Succulents.
Succulents.
I got my almond.
I got it for $1 at a thrift store.
That's
like,
a good
yeah,
find. That's a good one.
I can tack that up to the wall with nails and not feel bad about it.
Now Shaggy is showing his succulents on camera.
Now he has an. Oh, you have an actual succulent.
Yeah, this is an
Okay.
almond plant. It's
I see.
Well, it's taller than it was when I got it.
Oh,
And my African violets are doing so well.
oh,
Yeah.
what a beautiful bloom.
Yes.
I didn't take care of mine properly, and they slowly withered away over the course of a year.
Yeah, my brother-in-law was like, "Oh, African violets, good luck ever getting those to bloom again." They're doing great, Craig.
See, I had the best time taking care of African violets when I lived at home, with when I was still living back with my mom. And I think a lot of it was just like the water composition was just different. Like I think the city tap water's just not been as good.
I also give them just like 4 drops of African violet food every time I water them.
I never had to do that with the other ones. They would bloom like every 2 weeks or something.
Nice. These ones like their food. They're hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry.
Anyway,
Yeah, I love plants.
plants are fucking great, man.
I
I'm
saw
like
somebody on
I'm
the marketplace selling a particular kind of cactus, if you know what I mean, that you can use for ceremonial purposes, if you know what I mean.
Is it San Pedro?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if I could produce enough to be useful, but that would absolutely up my succulent game in terms of cool factor.
I mean,
I got some
not wrong.
shelves
It's
so I
not-
can clean the porch off and actually start growing plants again. Because I'm realizing the more I live inside a box, the more I'm wanting the box to have the outside in it.
Yeah.
Which usually wasn't a problem for me before because I lived on a farm. So it's like you wanted the inside of the box to be anything. You just went outside and spent 5 minutes gathering fucking wildflowers or something. I have 3 vases of them inside.
You get a bunch of leaves off the ground, you plop them in a corner, and you're like, all right.
All right,
That's
outside.
place.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Nice
Yeah.
grass clippings on the back of the toilet, spruce it up. That's what country life's all about.
It is. Yep. Little bits of hay strewn about the floor. All that good stuff. Mud that you tracked in on your muck boots.
I like when the guy comes by and he starts saying "suey, suey," and I know it's dinner time, and I go out and there's food in my trough.
We never used that one. We called the cows by saying "woo."
Woke.
Yeah, no. What do you mean woke?
Can't
How is that
hogs
woke?
anymore because of woke.
Woo! Woo cow! Woo! That's what we would say.
It sounds like you're a bunch of college girls at a bachelorette party on a farm. Woo, cow! Woo,
No, it's
woo!
it carried better over the mountains saying things like that because you were calling them through hollers and shit. So you needed your shit to echo. So you just stood at the top of a hill shaking a bucket and calling them for an hour, and then eventually everybody was up there and you can switch the fields.
Sorry about my insensitivity to hill culture.
Yeah, thank you. Now who's the woke one?
Guy in a straw hat and overalls with a toothpick in his mouth and a pitchfork and just attacks my culture. It's not a costume.
Trying to imagine like a version of that, but like it's like a picture of me, like when I was like 15 or 16, probably, just like with a big oversized shirt and like holding 4 dozen of eggs inside the shirt. Because I forgot to bring the basket out to the hen house.
I talked on the show about how I get my eggs at the weed dispensary.
Wait, you get your eggs at the weed dispensary?
Yeah.
What?
Oh shit! One of them got chickens?
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
It's a little mom and pop place. They raise chickens.
Hell yeah!
$5 for a dozen. That's a good deal in this economy.
Yeah, it's not bad for fresh fresh eggs.
Yeah, I'll take 2 pre-rolls and a dozen eggs.
Honest to God, that was my favorite thing. It was one of my favorite things about going into little stores and stuff like that when I lived at home. Was just that everybody sold eggs. So if you needed some eggs, you could pretty much, no matter what store you were at, as long as it wasn't like some corporate store or something like that, there was probably a cooler with eggs in it. You could buy a dozen or 2. Not that we ever needed to, just because we had our own eggs. You know, we had our own chickens. Sometimes we were the ones with the cooler, is what I'm saying.
Around home, what we had a lot of, you could get at the like gas stations, was a bait, live bait.
Yeah, they still sell that down at the the shoppies down near where I grew up. It's because it's right off the lake.
Who up farming they worm?
Yep, really.
Would you
I think they still have those
farmer?
Those roller grill hot dogs and those wavy fries that are never quite cooked good enough. That shit hits the spot.
My neighbors are giving me their grill.
Ooh, what kind?
Propane.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is it? Is it big? Nice big?
It's decent size. Yeah, I could grill up if y'all came over.
Got 1 or 2 racks.
Oh no, I have to clean it up and drag it
Okay,
over here.
okay. Fair enough.
And I'm like wondering, it's like, can I do car charcoal on a propane grill? I mean,
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
You can, but usually it's a bitch to clean.
Yeah, that's my worry. I guess propane's okay.
Yeah, propane's
it's
fine.
It's pre-grill. Yeah, it's
it's a pre-grill.
Yeah, it's like a real grill. Like it's got a little side attachment and everything.
Ooh, okay. So it's a nice it's a nice one like my mom had.
This is what This is what happens when we help out the old neighbor ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Cultivate relationships and friendships with the old ladies in your neighborhood. They'll start giving you stuff.
Yeah. The old lady next door, after I communicated to her in some broken Spanish that we found a fledgling songbird and needed to hold it somewhere until we could return it to its parents. Let us borrow a bird cage for like a few hours, basically. I just had dropped it back off at their door, like cleaned up and sterilized, because it was a wild bird. I didn't want their little parrots and everything getting bird flu or nothing.
You could have brought that bird over here, and then we could have grilled it up.
It was only about this big, man. It's just a little old thing. It's just a little fledgling.
Well, you could have fattened it up. You know, raised it, cared for it.
Yeah, this thing weighed less than an ounce, I think, man.
Yeah, once it got big.
Oh, yeah, once it got big, maybe it'll weigh an ounce. Wow, that's good eating.
Yeah, they're starving kids in fucking Africa. If they just even an ounce of grilled bird meat, they'd be so fucking happy. And here you are.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. You sound like my mom.
Degenerate Westoid. It's just an ounce of bird meat. Wow. Wow, look how fucking high and mighty you are.
Listen, man. I just don't. I just don't want to.
Ivy Tower.
That's pretty good, actually. I might steal that.
Very creative.
I might steal that.
I'm good at noticing. One of my skills is noticing sometimes words sound like other words.
Mm-hmm. Like homophones or whatever.
Whoa, buddy. You call me what you call me?
No,
listen, man. I didn't call you a homophone, okay? It's okay.
It's an instrument.
I love gay people. All right, I am not a homophone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, that's your prerogative, man. You know, I'm not here to judge who you love.
It's like a saxophone. It's an instrument. I used to play homophone in junior high.
Cool.
No homophone, but that guy's my son. He burns me when I touch him. I can't stare directly at him, I'll go blind.
HomieVulgaris, everybody. Welcome to the new era. I think we're probably good here. Bring up the Patreon feed.
We got 10 minutes left.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes left, but
trim out the front bit where I got a little crabby.
What?
I want to trim out the front bit too, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Look, I'd been up for like 30 minutes. I was a little bitchy, all right?
That's fair. I get it.
Sorry.
I was angry at Ruben.
Yeah, it was all your fucking fault, Ruben. you and your scrambled eggs and waffles made from frozen.
Scrambled eggs.
You and your fancy blueberry and strawberry compotes.
Okay, we call it a syrup.
Compote. Every time I hear compote, I think it's like you're missing the ist. It's compost.
If you French it up, if you shove it to the back of your throat, it's a little better, but...
Yeah.
Compote.
Yeah.
Compot.
Compot. HomieVulgaris.
But enough about my ex.
Kampai.
Hell yeah, man. All right. Who have we got here? Active.
Hey, if any of you are listening, and you want to do an edit, like maybe Scuba Steve's father, I really cannot get that fucking Ruby-chan, hi, nanigaski, chocominto, fucking strawberry. I cannot get that fucking thing out of my head. If you ever want to do it with us, I'd really appreciate it. It might help. Like, it's every time I hear, close my eyes, it's just strawberry forever, but I like you. I can't remember the Japanese last. You know the song, right? Everybody knows that, right? Everybody hears that like 20 times a day on Reels.
I don't use Reels. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I assume it's happening on Instagram too, because
I have no idea. I just don't watch. I just don't watch shit. I don't use TikTok. I don't use Reels.
All I fucking like use the internet for is like the Discord and Reels.
Breakfast?
No, it's like an idol group. What's Tokyo Breakfast? You're gonna talk about food because I'll listen to that.
That's it. Look it up.
And it's just like eggs and rice and a fish. Or
Ruben making scrambled eggs with waffles from Frozen with a blueberry and strawberry compote in Japan. Call that a Tokyo Breakfast.
I promise you, if you search up Tokyo Breakfast on YouTube after this, you will not be disappointed.
I will.
Also, you probably think it's awful. It has nothing to do with breakfast.
Damn, now I'm disappointed. You said I won't be disappointed.
Yeah, it's like,
it's the only thing I cared about here.
Well, it does have something to do with breakfast. Again. Just watch it. It's funny.
All right. Thank you all for your patronage. Thank you for giving us money. We got $10 more to the Gorilla Chow Fund _ Carrie, my favorite, along with KCO are in cahoots FR for real. CHO Feskatch did it all for the cookie. Furry VTuber Pope. It's a new one. Fuzzy Nalgus, Grungus Fungus Dungus, Imagine Chaos Dragons, Jade, Kiefer, Marin, Omo, Minecraft.
Come on, you can do it.
Yep, well, they paid $10 for it, so Minecraft Steve's Chicken Jockey, Pablo Hummus.
Chicken Jockey!
Pablo Hummus, Persecute Billy Egregore to the full extent of the law, Ripstone, Roboy, Shmoo, Somewhere Systems, Steven Savignano, Stolen Valor, Jody, The Double Threat, Theo, White Daddy, a.k.a. HBU 3D. Oh, how about you 3D print some hose on your dick? Thank you, Hamwich.
Wait. Can you do that one more time? That was so funny.
White Daddy, a.k.a. how about you 3D print some hose on your dick?
Oh my my god, dude.
Rusty, I'll need to up your patron name change bit game. Ham, which has got all y'all read to rights. A Bag of Sand, Andrew Morgado, Augur, Brody, Brian H, Cha Cha Slide, Chris Wade, Cody Hewitt. Do not subscribe on the iOS app. Use the website as one of our patrons. So thank you for that. I wasn't aware of that. Doug M. Even smaller Micro Peenhus. Frank Jav C, Fred Sharman, Gabriel, Griselda Noises, Haramero. Have you seen this clown posse? It's fucking insane. He Devil in France, Infestidak, James Gilbreath, Jason Zoller. I have seen. Wait, isn't Clown Posse the one? What's it? Fucking the Clown Core guys, or am I thinking of something else? No, okay, never mind.
They're a Detroit rap group that started in the 90s. They have a subculture called Juggalos surrounding them.
Oh, that Clown Posse. So they didn't specify They didn't specify that they were insane. They just said that it's fucking insane. So, you know, my bad. I'm autistic. Jason Zoller, Jim Schmungus. Jim Schmungus? Jim Schmungus.
We need to put all the unguses in a block.
Yeah. Joe Cassidy, Jonathan Weber, Karl Marx's huge naturals, KBN, Keegan is under a bridge near you, Kinsey Trail, Laura, Luke Simasek, Marie, Miss Bird, names.
Friedman's short, fat penis.
Yep, that one's in there too. Neo Vagina Priestess, Oganessen, Patrick Goldman, Richard Kognar, Ryan, Sadish Radish, Sakram Legnar, Solidus Red, Super Male Boy 64, the disfigured love child of HomieVulgaris, the Homie Shop Steward, the Imposter Among Us, the Lolly, the Limit, Get Creative with the Rest of It, the Tarkun, Wax Replica, willing to straw purchase a gun. Again, thank you for letting us know that. But you don't have to. We appreciate the offer.
It's easier for me to buy a gun in Montana.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could just go to a gun show around here too. So I'm good. World's largest Margot Peenhus, and oh wait, we've got a new end of the list. We're not being rounded out by world's largest Micro Peenhus, who is still on here. We're being rounded out by One Damn Gang.
I don't know if I like it.
I don't know about that one.
I like the name, and it's like
they've given us a lot of money. You know, I just feel like they're trying to supplant the world's largest Micro Penis.
Okay, well,
you know,
this week.
Yeah.
This
week. Yeah, could do better probably, but anyway. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate you. This has been HomieVulgaris. I'm Ivy. I was talking the first half of the show exclusively with Shogs, and then Ruben jumped in. You can find us. You can find us. You can find us.
You can find us.
Yeah, you can find us.
We might find you first.
We can be found.
Be careful what you go.
I'm basically only using Blue Sky now, so I'm at Professor Getter on Blue Sky. Almost said Marcos. He's not here. Shogs, what are you using?
I'm on
Anything?
Blue Sky, and I hate every moment of it.
Yeah,
but
well.
I'm homies.baby there, or Rev Shoggeth on Tumblr.
Okay.
Because I really want to just use Tumblr, but I can't. Tumblr's so terrible for, like, being a little whore who's got stuff to sell and promote it. It's just the worst for self-promotion. It's, like, got organic community and everything. It's not like a giant open air fucking cat house for everybody's personal brand.
Yeah. We're gonna be getting short form video content up on TikTok more often now that I've got my work and everything is lining back up. Looks like I'll probably be done babysitting by the end of the month, so I can.
You can find me down at the park after dark. Bring a 40.
Ruben, where can our beautiful listeners find you?
You can find me where I post Warhammer stuff at Garage Coffin. That's really the only focused project I have right now.
Ruben is enlightened. He does not use social media.
Yeah, it's just family.
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad yesterday. It's like, well, we could do this or that on your stuff. It's like, Dad, I wear mechanical watches. I wish I had a gun. Every time I use my phone, so I felt like I was on even ground.
I wish I had a gun every time I drove in a car at night, just so I could whip a few out the back at anybody whose headlights are a little too bright. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for listening. This has been HomieVulgaris.
Bye.
Bang, bang.
Bang bang.
You dead.